What a day. Look, excited for a win. Happy for the kids. These boys play hard. These boys play hard. Played out the way we wanted it to play out. We wanted it to be a one-score game at the end. It worst, and we were able to. It was tied up. I'm not sure exactly the time on the clock when we got the ball back on that last drive. I want to say it was around 5 minutes or something. On 4 minutes, I don't even have somewhere in there. Yeah. Early in that drive, I think after the first play, came over to the sideline, and Haynes said, "Put the ball in my hand. We're going to win this thing." And we did. Our kids believe. I believe in them. They believe in each other. 3 years of work to get to a very I'm so happy right now. The beauty of this game is that means next week's even bigger. I was open with any questions.
Questions? Right here, Kelly.
I'll give you a minute, Brent.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Obviously, Aiden's had some big kicks for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
How, impressive was it the way you ran the fire drill and got out there, kicked the field goal to win the game like that from 55 is tough.
Well, look, it was, shoot it from 55 or try it from 58. If kind of the way it worked out, and obviously we could have, flipped it and used it the other way with the timeout. And Toro field goal is something we practice every single day. We practice it all the time. There was plenty time on the clock, so we had no issues with that. We knew that was going to work out fine. So by gaining that extra 2 or 3 yards on the last play and make sure we had a secure play to do that and get the ball in the right spot, and we knew we'd have plenty of time for Aiden to be able to go execute it, and gave him a couple yards, but then I think sailed through. Somebody told me it would have been good from way more than that extra 2 or 3. So, but win the surest way, and look, the kids played hard. They're resilient. They've earned this today.
Coach, obviously.
Chad.
He's got it.
The mic's right here.
Go ahead.
Coach, obviously a huge win for your team today, but to see the fans react the way they did, how special is that for you and your team?
Yeah, well, the fans, Georgia Tech's a special place. It's a special place. To see the student body the way they've come out and supported us now for this being the 3rd year, and to be behind this team, that's part of what all's wrapped up inside of me right now.
Keelan's got a bloody nose. Haynes looks like he can hardly walk. It's sort of a culmination of this toughness you've been talking about for years and years, kind of building up to this moment.
Yeah, Haynes does that.
I know. He said he's better when he does that.
Yeah, he does better when he starts limping. And you guys ever see him start walking like this? That's like his gangster limp now. He gets stronger and stronger. We got tough kids. When you start building a program and you build your foundation in toughness, that's not an easy thing to do. It's one thing to say it. It's another thing to live it every single day. And toughness isn't about, fighting people. Toughness is a mental aspect to the way you approach every day. And our kids do that. They believe in it. I told you I've had more fun coaching the last 8 months, 9 months now than I've had in 25 years coaching. This group, they're special. And it's because of that. It's the toughness. It's the way they rebound. It's to play the next play. You talk about model people to be successful in life later on.
Rod, right here. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had your hand. I'm sorry, that was Garrett. My bad.
What is it about ranked ACC opponents? 7-1 now in your career. I know you're gonna. It's the next game.
We're not, so it don't matter. Luck of the draw. I don't know. If I knew, I'd bottle it up, I'd sell it, and we'd all retire.
Najee.
Coach, just your thoughts on the performance of the defense. They've done a stellar job early on in the season. Obviously, the first game, battled through adversity, kept you guys in it. This game, played a really great game again. So just your thoughts on them, forcing 2 turnovers, creating pressure and creating plays.
Yeah. I thought they played hard. They did, BG put together a really good plan. The defensive staff had a couple of wrinkles in there to make the quarterback, think a little bit more, double clutch it, pull the ball down, and the way the structure was built to be able to converge on them. Look, we had some contain issues into the boundary in the second half, but we made good adjustments. So really proud of the defense. I mean, when you see when you have a feeling going into a game how your defense is prepared all week and practiced all week versus the opponent, it gives you the confidence now when you've driven the ball on the first drive and from the 4th and 2 to go for it on the 4th and 2. And that was part of the game plan. We wanted these guys to have to go the length of the field consistently the entire day. It was a big field position game, huge field position game. And by doing that and forcing them to have to drive the length of the field, I mean, it just puts more of the odds in our favor defensively, we felt like today.
Bill?
I know you and Haynes are really close. What goes through your mind when you see him just emptying the tank on that last drive for you, and then being able to, give him a 2-handed hug on national TV with all the students around and things like that?
It's weird to say. It probably won't make sense to many people, but it's like an extension of me. I feel like I'm playing through him on the field. He's been like that his whole life, and it was funny, talking to Jimbo last night, and he was talking about his time, at the last place he was, and it was the same. It was the same when he was in high school. I mean, that's his character, it's his DNA. When people play the game like that, there's bigger reasons. There's bigger reasons than just the game that day. He's got bigger reasons behind him, and he's. I don't know if I've ever met a tougher guy in my life.
We'll do a few more and then move on to the players right here.
Coach, you talked about 3 years. It took 3 years to get to this point. When you have a game like today, you start out well, and then you have to go through some adversity, but in the end, you win like you did. Does it make it that much sweeter?
Wins are wins. They're all sweet. They really are. There's not a game played that you're not going to have some adversity. We're the poster childs for that this year so far. But, look, that's a dang good football team. I mean, Dabo's been there 17 years now, 9 conference championships, 2 national championships. And that's the premier team in the league for the last 12 years. Right? It wasn't going to be an easy feat. Right? They never are. They got really good players, really good players. We got pretty good players too.
And Coach, to piggyback off that, you talked about the last 3 years. How do you feel about your team being confident in situations like this, going to game time, game-winning situations at this point?
100% confident in them. I believe in the team. I believe in many of these situations. Confidence doesn't come from anything other than an expected belief. Right? Well, expected beliefs come from a lot of preparation, a lot of adversity we've overcome. There's a look in their eye, though, on the sideline. You can see. We've been 3 games, and there might be ups and downs, but there's never been finger pointing. It's next play, next play, next play. It's pretty cool.
Are there any cameras in the back that have questions? Anybody? Yes, sir, right here.
Coach, Tony Reese, WTV, out of Columbus, Georgia. You talk about that ground and pound game, whether it be Haynes or
Say that again now.
You talk about the ground and pound game, whether it be through Haynes or Jamal Hayes or even Malachi Hosley, just kind of what that means in any given moment. Any one of them can take the ball and get you a solid number of yardage.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. I mean, it was pretty balanced today in what we had to do. We went into the game and said, hey, look, there's going to be 1 yard gains, 2 yard gains, 3 yard gains. I mean, that's going to happen. All right, they are a very good front seven. We knew that was going to be the game, but we figured that, like we always say, the body blows would add up, and to break a few arm tackles and get 8 yard gains and 12 yard gains. I thought our kind of intermediate passing game, the receivers did a nice job of that. I thought Isaiah showed up and made some extra yards. We talked last night and said every single yard in this game is going to matter, every single yard. then you come down to a field goal of that length, then they did. I guess that's what we're used to around here now, though, right?
Anything else? Cameras in the back? If not, we'll go ahead and wrap up and bring in players. Okay, awesome.
Thank y'all. Hey, go Jackets!